Hello and welcome back to SoRare. So, in the previous episode, we had a bit of a disaster with my game weeks. Some low scores, low rewards. I mean, the actual rewards themselves were not bad considering being tier 2s and tier 3s, but for this week, much improved. Tier 1 for the casual league, considering I could only field 3 players, that was a pretty strong showing. And in Common Academy, a star common, I wasn't massively far away from getting a tier 3 limited. 65 points. And looking at it in terms of the players, I didn't have any other players that could play. Like in my training teams, you'll see that there is 0 players that had games. So there was actually no alternative. So if I'd have captained Perone, who saved me getting the star common with that last minute assist, but if I'd have captained him and if I'd have played Guzman Crusoe, who got 58, so Teze, I still wouldn't have got enough to get the tier 3 limited. But maybe in the long run this will be more beneficial to get a star common. Okay, bit of a long load there. Because, I mean, we can get some of these amazing players. Chances are we won't be getting any of those. We'll be getting someone like Ezekiel Zebelos. I don't know how you pronounce it exactly. I guess it'd be similar to Ceballos, but anyway. So there's like, despite being stars, they're not great in points, some of these players. Anyway, obviously, getting an Mbappe, Vinicius Junior would be lovely. And in tier 1s, still got some solid options that we could get. So, let's just get it over with. Let's get these rewards open. And actually, first of all, we'll just look at what I'm getting for Game Week 294. This all locked in, as I mentioned previously. Fielding a few more teams. I'm not expecting Kevin Wimmer to play. I think he'll get rested because Vienne lost their Conference League game, so they'll be pushing in the second leg to get that win. So I think he might get rested. So I'm not expecting a lot, and it's only the top 850 that get a tier reward. So yeah, but hey, it's my first attempt at going for like a proper limited team. I've done like little ones before, but yeah. So let's see. And I can't really field a limited team because these are the midweek games. I can barely field anything. But maybe these common rewards will help me be able to put in a better academy team or casual team. So yes, let's get these rewards open. Claim rewards, and we'll start with the tier 1. Hopefully someone usable. Maybe a forward. I'm a bit lacking in forwards. Leon's pretty good. 24. Midfielder. Paqueta. Oh no, Paqueta's stuck. Aouar. Ooh, yeah, Paqueta's a start with that. That is a really nice one. He's linked to moves as well. So yeah, I'm very, very happy with that. I'm not sure what his scoring is, but we'll have a look. And then the star. Maybe I'll get Paqueta. Let's see. Hopefully a big team. Oh, it's going to be Ezekiel Zaballos. No, goalkeeper. Agustin Rossi. That's interesting. Now, I've got plenty of goalkeepers, I admit. But I'm not... I mean, it's a bit of an underwhelming one. I've got Neuer. Alright, so it's like... I'm more happy with my tier 1. Let's just have a look at these commons. So Agustin Rossi, he does play. But... yeah, it's a slightly underwhelming. I'm just wanting to have a look at maybe the fixtures, like how many games he's been playing lately. He doesn't play for the Argentinian national side. That's Emi Martinez, so I'm not expecting him to really do anything. Like in the World Cup break, but I've got Neuer, so that'll be okay. Like he plays misses a few games here and there, but generally starts. But Boca are in woeful form. Wow, lost three. No, lost 5 of their last 7. Is that? Wow, that is horrendous. Copa de Libertadores, they just lost on penalties to Corinthians. I mean, they don't concede a lot, although they did concede 3 goals last week. But okay, well, the games that they lost, a 2-1 and a 3-0, he missed those games. Yeah, this is a bit of a weak star reward, honestly. Hey, I mean, extra options at least, right? And then Aouar, I'm very, very happy with that. Some good scores. And 95 is very nice. Um, yeah. A midfielder, I'm doing okay with my midfield. Have a look. I don't think he'll have any games. Do any of them have any games? Let's have a look. No, he doesn't play. Aouar's no game, unfortunately. But hey, it's nice for the future. So I think because these rewards don't make much of an impact, I will come back for my 294 rewards. Hopefully we can get some good stuff. Getting a full team for the casual, so maybe I can get a tier 1. Maybe a limited in one of these. Well, definitely not my under 23 or my all star, because these don't really play. Whilst they've all got games, most of them won't actually play. Well, except Arthur Adamish. But yeah, so we'll come back in a few seconds, but days for me, and we'll see how game week 294 has panned out. And now we're back to look at the results of game week 294. It didn't go too well. I mean, my scores weren't horrific. Tete did really well, goal and assist. 82 captaincy choice. Kyogo scored, but Neuer with an error leading to goal cost me. If he didn't do that, he'd have probably got in the 50s, maybe even 60s, because he'd have got a clean sheet. Yeah, clean sheet's decisive, so he'd have probably got in the 70s, in fact. That's disappointing. So essentially lost 50 points with that. And Ricky van Wolfswinkel, I thought he might play this week because they did well midweek in the qualifiers. So I thought he'll play the league game and then maybe a sub, which is now tomorrow. But he got rested, so only came on. But at least it means for game week 295 he should be starting. These were just throwaways, limited under 23 and all-star, just throwaways. I wasn't expecting anyone to do anything. And Challenger Limited, it was a bit of a risk with Kevin Wimmer. Maybe he would start, maybe he wouldn't, because they do need someone to play, but I simply didn't have anyone else that could play in Challenger Europe as a player, really. I say I didn't have anyone else that played in my training teams, say nothing. And well, as a common, Thierry Ambrose, who, if I'd have played him instead of Ricky van Wolfswinkel, I still wouldn't have got a star, but yeah, so I've got an extra 50 points. Let's have a look. Oh, I can't change the URL at the moment, but still. Anyway, so let's look at what I've got for 295, and it's going well so far, with Teze getting an assist right at the end to see PSV go through. Unfortunately, Sebastian Perez probably won't play, and this is the academy, of course. But Wimmer and Perone should play. I'm not expecting high scores from them, but as limited, they may be, even getting 50 points, which becomes 70, right? Yeah, 70 would put me in a good spot. So I'm just hoping for 300, ideally. In the casual, I didn't expect Loken. Well, he could play. He might get on as a sub, but it's unlikely. But yeah, I'm not expecting anything, so this was mostly a throwaway, because I just don't have enough players, unfortunately. But for 296, and we've seen in the previous week that we got Aouar, so I'm going to be playing him in my casual team. I'm not going for an academy team because I've got players, and I did recently pick up Peter Herring, just for £10. It's taken a bit of a punt on him because Hearts do have qualifiers. They've got one round of qualifiers for the Europa League. If they get in, then I think he's going to be a good player for midweek games. If they don't, then it might backfire a bit. But I thought it was worth chancing it. And I got my little Sion stack here with Jeffrey DeLong as well. I'm not expecting to get even in the top 850, but it's worth a shot. And my underdog limited. It's just a bit of a throwaway, really. We'll chance it. Will they get in the top 900? Probably not. But hey, we'll see. So we've only got the one reward. Save for game week 294. Just a tier 1 common. But we'll see how it goes. Hopefully someone usable. I could do with a forward, I think. But it's fine. Argentine 30 goalkeeper. I've got too many goalkeepers. That's very sad. I've just got too many. As we can see, if we look at my club, common. Yeah, I've got 10 goalkeepers. I've got 2 from the Argentine League. I've got a lot from Europe. I just don't need them. Oh, I never realised how similar the Real Madrid and the Bayern kit are. Crazy. And the Valencia and Marseille kit are very similar. And like what? Adidas and Puma just recycle the same kits. Yeah, even there, like, apart from the colour, it's the same design. Anyway, not the best reward, but at least we have some potential. But yeah, so these are my matches coming up. Not too much. I'm just hoping that I can maybe get a star, but I think tier 1's probably more likely. So that's it for this week. I'll be back for, I guess, 296, 297, maybe 298 combined as well if the rewards aren't going too well. So that's it, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.